I'm Cassie, and I'm here to talk to you about Virgin Blue's new aircraft, V Australia. V Australia, oh my God.
Cassie, unfortunately, I'd have to say, was probably the biggest disaster of the whole procedure. She was incredibly nervous. She arrived almost teary with nerves. She then stumbled her way through her presentation. There were lots of ums and ahs. Really, a bit of an air crash.
Now, I heard that you've got a bit of a bad habit. Can you tell me what that might be?
I got a bad habit of smoking.
When did you start smoking? I mean, you're so young.
Years ago.
How many years?
Like 6 years ago.
Wow.
That's why I'm stopping.
You are stopping?
Yep, I am stopping.
Starting when?
Starting now.
It was really obvious to me that she was lying about her smoking. If they start lying, great. I'm going to put that in the article for sure. When did you have your last cigarette then?
Last cigarette I've had was yesterday.
Right, okay.
No, you shouldn't lie to a journalist, because a journalist's job is to find out the truth. And we will.
Cassie told us that she had actually given up smoking. Did she lie to us?
No, she has not given up smoking. No, I think I saw her have one this morning, so...
I think these girls would get eaten alive if they were in a real press conference.
Well, girls, I really threw you in the deep end there, didn't I? And I'm really safe to say that you will never, ever, any of you be V Australia or Virgin Blue ambassadors. Never, ever.
After the lesson, Charlotte got us all together and sat us down and gave us some advice about, how we did and how we could make it better.
When you are a brand ambassador for any brand, you talk about that brand only, even if it is an underwear company that you're fond of. You've got to remember to keep your answers quite contained and quite succinct and not give away too much. All of you gave away far too much. Cassie, you just can't lie to the media. You can't. I mean, you'll get busted and no one likes that. Claire? Well, I'm not prissy. I don't think I'm prissy. I'm like, whatever. What you should have done in that situation was laugh and go, oh, yeah, I probably do come across as prissy, but you don't know the real me,
I've learnt a lot during this lesson not to be rude to the media, how to address the whole prissy thing and not be so defensive. I've learnt how to pull back myself a little bit in front of the media and not to give them too much ammunition.
But what you got to understand now is that there's 6 of you here in this competition and you will be faced with the media for real next time. So I hope you learnt a valuable lesson. Now you can go and get out of your uniform. See you later.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Well, a lesson isn't a lesson unless you learn something. So lambs to the slaughter, absolutely. But they were led way too easily, and they're still barring as well. Bunch of chops, all of them. Hopeless.
Oh my God, that looks totally wicked.
Sarah Mel, guys.
How wicked does that look?
Read it.
A designer is only as good as the star who wears her clothes. Who will shine the brightest this week?
It'll be red carpet or something.
Yeah, or something. And maybe we're going to be asked about media and see who shines.
We'll be wearing clothes, maybe, and then people might be asking us questions about the clothing, and we'll see who can represent the clothing the best.
Yeah, that's right.
More in the face.
Coming up, up and away.
You move your arms, you move your arms. That's beautiful. Keep that going.
We arrived at B2 Studios and were met by Sarah and Jonathan. We were expecting a challenge, but it turned out that it was a photo shoot.
Morning, ladies.
Morning.
Well, today's photo shoot is definitely real and it's also very special. Sarah's going to tell you more.
Well, this week is all about teaching you to be more than models. And it's important that you realise when you get out into the real world that there's more to it than just hair and makeup and glamorous dresses. And sometimes the things you'll be most proud of are not necessarily all about you. So today's photos will be auctioned off on the Australia's Next Top Model website. All proceeds will be going to a fantastic charity, Fashion Targets Breast Cancer. Now, this is a great charity. It was created by the fashion industry. It has raised more than $40 million globally, and it is to raise funds for breast cancer research specifically in women under the age of 45. So you probably already know one of the most positively fulfilling things that you can do is really just to give back.
Sarah said that we're going to be doing a photo shoot for Fashion Targets Breast Cancer, and that was really good. I was really excited that I'd be working with something like that.
Okay, now I'd like to introduce you to 2 very special people, the photographers, Montalbetti and Campbell. Come on in, guys.
Hi, how you doing?
Hi.
Girls, these two have shot some of the most amazing people in the world. Kate Blanchett, Yoko Ono, and even Bill Gates. Their photographs are pieces of art. You're very, very lucky to work with them.
Today the challenge is we're going to be working on a trampoline and you're going to be jumping. You got to think of your timing, you got to think of your hands, your legs, it's just your face. There's a lot of things going on today.
And girls, today you're going to be wearing some amazing gowns. Some of Australia's best designers have donated gowns for you each to wear individually. So I'm going to tell you who's wearing what. Claire, you're wearing Colette Dinigan. Tani, you're wearing Akira Izugawa. Adele, you're wearing Kit Willow. Frankie, you're wearing Sass and Bard. Lola, you're wearing Easton Pearson. Cassie, you're wearing Alex Perry.
Oh, cool. I think everyone just really wanted to do well, just to not only get a good photo, but to get good money for that so that we could help a charity and be good people.
Now, not only is it Colette Dinigan, this is actually worn by Nicole Kidman.
Are you being serious?
Absolutely.
Oh my God. Wow, I am sharing armpit sweat with Nicole Kidman, which is a little bit creepy, but it's a bit cool too.
Now, this dress was actually worn by Eva Mendes. Today's photo shoot's a little different because the girls have to shoot for 40 minutes. Okay, usually it's around 15, sometimes even 10 when it's rushed. So 40 minutes is going to be about stamina. You know, who can last the distance? Who can keep it together for the full 40 minutes?
Each girl will be featured against a different floral illustrations. We want your feet pointed and we want your hands pretty at all times.
Okay, let's shoot.
Tilt your head, point your toes. Yeah, she had a hard time nailing the feet. Point your toes. And then the head angle. Tilt your head, brighten it up, point your toes, tilt your head. So it's kind of good between the neck and the ankles. Point your toes, point your toes, point your toes. Point, point, point. I was asking her to point her toes as hard as she could with every frame to the point where I was actually saying point, point, point. Point, point, point. Every jump, I want those toes pointed so hard they feel like your feet are going to break, okay? Point those toes. They got to hurt. More in the face, more in the face. There we go. And point, point. You're looking like you're out of breath and tired. Relax your arms. Relax. Obviously, she was huffing and puffing, and it was becoming more of a workout than a beautiful shoot, and that is definitely an issue.
No more fags for you, I reckon.
I'm quitting.
Okay, well, you can see the effects of it, can't you?
Cassie came out of her photo shoot and she was sweating and puffing. I thought they might have chucked a bucket of water on her head.
I guess that's what smoking does to you.
Straight after Cassie came back from her photo shoot, puffing and puffing, exhausted after jumping up and down on the trampoline, she went off and had another cigarette. Can you get more thick?
And think about your feet. You're doing a fabulous job. Beautiful.
Claire did an amazing job.
She was absolutely amazing. Got it right off the bat. You move your arms, you move your arms. There you go. That's beautiful. Keep that going. Very, very seldom when we're working under conditions that are this challenging for the models do we get girls that respond so well so quickly, and she was outstanding.
What about one like this, or is that too?
You can do whatever you like.
Try it and see how it goes. She contributed to it where she said, let's put my hands up, and that's the keeper.
God, that's amazing. We can call this one early.
Okay, great. Well done.
We would book her. We'd book her for a job. She was amazing.
How'd you go? Good. Like, you were in there for not much. They cut it down because it's the shop. Well
Finished early. Too good. Too good.
Next, what goes up must come down.
Stop. You are totally out of control.